sense. Everything in the end is just an idea, a thought, an emotion, you know? But through those three, that's what articulates your own being. And through that's when you actually start to construct and do. So in that sense, it comes from construction and doing, you know? Always work back to the same idea and emotion that you have attached to your own self.
Yes, that's true. A lot of the time what we know about reality is just our interpretation of it and nothing else. All that our mind and our senses are doing, they're just giving us information. The world is just giving us information to our mind and our senses. Now, how your mind interprets this information can be done in thousands of different ways. That is what subjective experience is. You might experience one situation and feel anger. Somebody else might experience the same situation and be totally indifferent. They're exposed to the same information, but they're experiencing it in totally different ways. Isn't it so?
Yeah, exactly.
So for me, as far as I'm concerned, this is not reality. This is a distortion of reality. We're not seeing reality as it is. And that's what I mean when I say that for most people they're living in a dream. In yoga it's called Maya. Maya means...
Dream.
Maya is a word that they use. No, it has nothing to do with that.
Oh.
It's a Sanskrit word. When they say the whole universe is Maya, what they're saying is that the whole universe is just like a dream. It's just like an illusion, a dream. Not necessarily that it's really an illusion, but just as far as your experience is concerned, your experience of the universe, your experience of life is very dreamlike. Once there was one sage, Chuang-Tzu. He woke up one morning and he was feeling just totally miserable, completely miserable. And his disciples, when they first saw this, they were so shocked, because this man would always be so joyful, so loving, so compassionate, so with such clarity. But on this day, he was just a wreck. So they couldn't help, they had to go and ask the master, what's happened to you? Why all of a sudden this dramatic change? Then Chuang-Tzu said, oh, never mind, I don't think you're going to understand. Forget about it. And the disciples tried to urge him, please tell us, because now we're worried. We're the ones who are worried. Because if your state of consciousness, which has always been so liberated, can come crashing down like this, then we become worried. What about us? Then Chuang-Tzu said, okay, fine. I dreamt that I was a butterfly. And the disciples just started laughing. What, you're disturbed just because you were dreaming you were a butterfly? And Chuang-Tzu said, no, you idiots. You don't understand. I was dreaming that I was a butterfly, but when I awakened, I didn't know whether I was a butterfly dreaming to be Chuang-Tzu, or whether I was Chuang-Tzu dreaming to be a butterfly. Isn't this how we are living? We have a certain idea of our role in life, our self-image. Somebody thinks of himself as a great man, somebody thinks of himself as a very intelligent man, somebody thinks this or that. But these are all just the roles that we think we are playing in life, which is just like a mask. It's exactly like a mask that we've started wearing over our true face. That's exactly what a persona is. Do you know that the word persona, it's a Greek word. It literally means a mask. It's a Greek word because in ancient Greece they would hold up when they would make plays, they would hold up a mask and then they would start talking behind that mask. That mask was called the persona. And that's where we have the word personality. Our personality is just like a mask. And of course we need a personality to live in life. But the problem is, once we start mistaking this personality as our true self, that is where all the problems arise. Any of this make sense?
do you mean by the true mask?
Not the mask is not your true self. Isn't a mask just
It's
a
just
covering you wear over your real face?
It's just an illusion. It's vanity, as you can say.
I'm not saying that it's not useful. We need a mask to live in life. We need a personality. But once you start thinking that this personality, which is nothing more than memory, isn't it just memory?
Yeah.
The experiences you've had in life,
To
the
create
memories
that,
you've had in
to
life,
create that personality.
yes. All the things that you are as a personality, it's just information you borrowed from the outside world. Isn't it so?
Yeah.
Suppose you were born deaf, blind, and dumb. How would your personality be? Almost like a vegetable, right? So all that we are as a personality is just information we've taken from the outside world. And we're just recycling this in different ways. That's what makes our personality. But what is it that is experiencing? What is it that's seeing through your eyes, hearing through your ears? If there's something within you which is gathering all of this information that makes your personality, doesn't that mean there's something within you which is beyond all of this? So it's that level that we are trying to have a direct experience of through the practice of yoga or through meditation. We want to have a direct vision into what is our true nature. Or is there even such a true nature that's there? You don't have to accept what I'm saying. Maybe if you look within yourself, you'll find nothing. How do you know?
You know? Yeah, until you experience it.
Exactly. Maybe even I'm just deceiving you. Maybe I'm deceiving you. I want to tell you certain things which are fascinating enough so that you can come to these classes. Isn't it so? Haven't there been many teachers like this who are just telling certain things just to gather more?
Usually the
disciples?
shock effect a lot, you know, shock therapy. Boom.
Shocking is very useful.
Very.
Yes, because if you pet people and you're too gentle, they will just simply drift off into a lullaby. When you shock somebody, then it's a bit like a sword, which cuts away through your delusions. So that might be uncomfortable, but who cares? What's important is that you cast aside your delusions. So one thing that a teacher is trying to do is that he's simply trying to create a space within you where you can become free from your delusions. But first you have to understand what those delusions are. So rather than giving you a philosophy, rather than giving you a theory, this is just a method. Meditation is not a philosophy, it's not a belief system, it's just simply a method. If you know how to use it, it's capable of transformation. If you use it in the wrong way, then even your delusions may become magnified. Isn't it so?
100%.